Boku no Roblox. I have never made a tier list of all the quirks in this game, and that is pretty surprising to myself, actually, because I did do it for My Hero Mania, like twice. So let's do it for Boku no Roblox today, because there's not really any content to cover other than that, of course. So let's get into it, shall we? Hey guys, so we're gonna cover these alphabetically, and we're gonna rate these on grinding and PvP strength. So some of these are extremely fun to use, and I would definitely not overlook them if I rate them F tier, for example, because they might be like super fun to use. They're just not that strong. So with that in mind, let's start. So I think clones is like, it's so fun, but I think it is actually not that great in terms of strength. Like, it's good, and you can do some fun things. It's good for grinding sometimes, because you can just send the clones out, and they'll kind of fight for you, but I think I'll have to give it D tier. It's just not much more than that. Okay, creation is actually super underrated in my opinion, because it's super versatile. You get swords that you can shoot with cannons, so it has range. Yeah, creation is definitely up there, but it's not amazing by any means, so I'm gonna give it B tier. Dark Shadow, with that in mind, actually, it has the Abyssal Black feature where you like cover your entire body in the Dark Shadow, which gives you a good amount of strength. It has pretty good abilities. The range on it is not too great. I might have to give Dark Shadow, I want to say B or A. I think I'll give it A because it can fly as well. Yeah, we're gonna go with A. Now we have Permeation. So Permeation is definitely super strong. It's just not as strong as it is in My Hero Mania, because there it is like the best quirk almost. But in Boku no Roblox, I would say it's good, but it's not that great. I think if I would have to rate it honestly, it would go in A tier, but like a higher A tier than Dark Shadow. So we're gonna move these around a bit. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that positioning. So for now, that is the list. So that means we can move on to the first actual row, because the other row was like half. Okay, we have to get through this quickly because I don't want to make this like a 30-minute video. Decay, not much to explain here. Decay is just, it's fine. It's not that good. I'll give it like high C tier, I guess. It's fine. It's fine. It's just a fine quirk. You want to use it for PvP, not your best option. It's good if you want to evolve it into, which we'll get to later, tomorrow for one, but that's about it. Now we have Deku One for All. So this is the evolved version of Quirkless, where it is a mythic. So which automatically for me puts it in S tier. There's not much to say there. It can't really fly, but that's fine. It's really good. There's not much to say about it. It's really good. It has an insane AoE when you like do the big shockwave with the V ability. Good versatility. You're fast. Electrification. This actually, it's so fun. I love this quirk. It's so versatile. But in terms of strength, I would go with like B tier. I think it's better than creation, honestly. They're pretty similar. By the way, little note, if you haven't really watched my channel, I am max level in Boku no Roblox. I've tried basically every quirk. Not every quirk I've tried as much as others, but I think I have a pretty good grasp on what is good and what is not good. Now engine, very fast. The abilities are kind of clunky to use, so I think I'll just give it C tier. I don't know. Engine, I don't recommend getting engine. It might even be D tier. I'll put it down in D. I wouldn't blame you if you disagree with me putting it in D. I don't know. I don't see any reason to pick engine. Like, I just respin it if I see it. Explosion, amazing. I would say definitely better than Permeation even. Explosion is one of the better PvP quirks. It's not the best, it's not like the mythic tier, but it is a legendary for a reason. So we're gonna put it above both of these. I'm debating it to put it in S tier. Yeah, I'll put it low S tier. Like, I'll put it, sure. For now, it will go right next to Deku One for All. Fierce Wings, that's an S tier. It's not the highest damage output, but it's a legendary for a reason. It's strong, it's versatile, you can fly, you have ranged moves, it's fast. Don't think I need to justify this one too much. It's worse than Explosion, I would say. Explosion has a higher damage output, but yeah, that might be a matter of opinion. I think like this so far is pretty accurate. Gigantification, probably my favorite quirk for some reason. I'm very biased in terms of fun and like how cool it is, but it's not very strong. You're a bigger target and you do very underwhelming amounts of damage. You're more durable, I suppose, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's probably D tier in terms of strength. If I'm wrong, wrong about any of these, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty curious about you guys' opinions, or maybe you know some fact that I don't, where it's like, oh, well, if you do this with gigantification, you are actually the most strong in game. Well, let me know. I don't know. Maybe that's the truth. We are moving on to Frog, which I think is, yeah, it's up there. It's A tier. I'm not really going to talk much about this one. It's good. It's versatile. You can do much with it. You can climb on walls. You can... the tongue goes really freaking far. It's kind of boring, though. If I'm honest, it's not that fun or flashy to use, but it's good. I'll put it, like, above Dark Shadow, even in terms of strength. Hardening. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have too much experience with hardening. I haven't used it that much. But I think it might be C tier, like a low C tier. From what I remember it being useful for, it's like you get more durable, of course. You can charge and whatnot. It's you can't do too much with hardening, I'm not gonna lie. Shock Absorption is just a better durability quirk. Next we have Hellflame. It's similar to Cremation, I would say, but I think it's like a worse version of Cremation. Wait, actually, is it? Actually, Hellflame is an uncommon quirk. I didn't know that. Huh. Yeah, so it is a worse version of Cremation, which is a rare quirk. Not to say that all rare quirks are like automatically better than uncommon, because sometimes that's just simply not true. It's just A tier, I guess. Not much to say about it. Half Hot, Half Cold, however, is up there in S tier. I think I'm somewhat biased against Half Hot, Half Cold, but I think it's worse than like Fierce Wings. No. Wait, that's in My Hero Mania. In Boku no Roblox, it's definitely like, I think it might even be better than Explosion, because you have so many different moves to use, which also makes it more fun, which you shouldn't discount. If you get it, I would definitely use it for a while if you haven't used it yet. Now we have Gran Torino's quirk, which is Jets. In Boku no Roblox, it's good, like you're fast, but it's very hard to hit moves, I would say. So just because of that reason, I'll put it in B tier. I kind of want to put it in E tier if I'm honest. But then I'd have to move Gigantification down too. No, actually, because Jet makes it way harder to hit moves, I think it's worse than... I think I will move Engine down though. I think Engine is actually in the same boat as Jet. So those two are probably in a similar situation on E tier. Manifest, however, pretty freaking strong. I'll put it in A tier. I might even have to... I think actually it might be better than like all four of those. So yeah, we'll put Manifest on the top of A tier. That sounds about right. Also, I put Hellflame there because it definitely has like a flight ability, which makes it automatically better. Now, Muscular's ability, muscle augmentation, it's probably B tier. It's good. It's very strong. You get crazy durability as well. It's versatile. So I'll put it around like Creation. That was the reasoning I put Creation in B. It might be A tier. Like some people just have to be in B tier, you know? It is what it is. They're gonna go B tier, I feel like. Naval Laser, stronger than you would think actually. In PvP, it's good because you have range and you have the laser. Like if somebody isn't crazy fast, then you can easily hit them with the lasers. You can fly with the lasers. So I want to say B tier, maybe even A tier, just because of the range. Like you can keep your distance with it. PvP is good. I'll put it up there. One for All, easy S tier. I don't find it as flashy as some of the others. Like I think it might be better than Fierce Wings, but not better than Explosion. But maybe I'm biased. I just really like Explosion in Boku no Roblox. It's very fun to use. One for All might actually be higher than Explosion in reality. It just, in my head, Explosion is better. Take that for what it is. Orkinus, or however you pronounce that. I think Orkinus it's worth using. So I'll put it above C tier. I think it's definitely B tier. Like C tier is the line of where it's like, yeah, don't use if it's C or lower, basically. So yeah, I think Orkinus is just muscular level. Nothing too special, but it's fine. Like if you spin it, yeah, go for it, you know, use it for a while. It's fun. Overhaul, strong, but like lower than Fierce Wings, I think. Versatile, can do a bunch of things with it. You have the regen, so for healing it's strong. I haven't used it in a long while, so maybe I'm like a bit foggy on how to use it. But yeah, I would say it's around Fierce Wings, a little lower maybe. Maybe better than Fierce Wings, actually. Yeah, I think it's like right in between those two. Okay, let's keep a move on here, guys. Permeation, about Orkinus level. It's good. I would use it for PvP, especially. For grinding, it's kind of bad. Even that out, I think, to put it in B tier. Like for PvP, it might actually be like A or maybe even S tier because you can like dodge a lot of attacks if you know how to use it. But overall, I think it's B tier because for grinding, it sucks. It's not good for grinding. All right, then we have Pop Off, which is stronger than you think. I might have to put it in B tier. I'm making a decision. We put it in B tier. Quirkless, easy F tier. You literally cannot do anything with Quirkless except for evolve it into Dova. If you have Quirkless and you want to keep it for that long, it's just dumb to do so. Even though if you like, it's hard to spin Quirkless and then evolve it into, but by that point, if you have that amount of fame, you will have enough money to spin that often to actually be able to get it. So Quirkless is useless unless you're gonna evolve. Somnambulist, boom, that is an easy C tier. You put people to sleep, could be good in PvP theoretically. It's not that great damaging wise. It's more of a gimmick quirk, honestly. Wouldn't recommend using it. Now we have Stress, one of the new quirks. It's strong. It's definitely, it has the AoE. It has a ranged ability which you can throw. You have blasts. You have a form to use, but the stress meter makes it limited in terms of how you can use it. So I think I put it in A tier. I think it's better than Naval Laser and Hellflame. Maybe even better than Dark Shadow. I think it's about similar to Dark Shadow, so I'll put them next to each other. You guys in the comment section decide which one's better. But Stress, yeah, it's good. It's worth using, definitely, because it's above C tier. It's even like good to use, I would say. Shock Absorption. I just picked a picture of Nomu here. I don't know what else to pick there. Shock Absorption would be like, it used to be S tier because you could not take damage. I think it's still very good, especially after they nerfed it, because they definitely nerfed it. It's still strong. It was S tier. I think now it's A tier. It doesn't do much, so you need good weapons if you're gonna use it, but it makes you like basically unkillable, even against some of the stronger or strongest quirks like Deku and Thrall. Nah, actually, it still competes with those quirks. It's like a counter straight away. You can use it for that. Actually, I will put it down just because it's bad for grinding. S tier if you have a good weapon. That's my verdict. S tier if you have a good weapon. Tomorrow All For One, I'm biased. This is my quirk currently. It's just the best. You might debate Deku One For All is better, and it might be, but they're about the same. I think Tomorrow All For One is stronger just for sheer range, and you have the Decay that keeps ticking damage. Plus you have a regen ability, which will regen your health back up, even though it does take quite a bit of stamina to do that. It's just the best ability, in my opinion. Now we have Tail. It's Tail. It's D tier. Now we have Present Mike's quirk of Voice, which will be B tier, I think. No, actually, same reasoning as Naval Laser. It's up there in A tier. Now we have Kurogiri's Warp Gate, probably the most fun quirk for trolling, because you can teleport people around, and it's just really funny. But it's, in reality, it's not that strong. I would say low B tier, because it might be worth using in some situations. Fun would be S tier, but in terms of strength, it's probably C tier. Now we have Zero Gravity, pretty strong in this game. I haven't used it all that much, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'll have to put it in like B tier. I think it is still worth using because you can use projectiles, somewhat versatile, so yeah, it's B. Then we have Acid, which I'll put around the same level. It might be C tier, if I'm honest. I think I'll keep it at B tier. B tier is probably a good place for that to be. Then we have the good old All For One, which is... it's S tier. Like, it's legendary, it's good, it's strong. Probably one of the worst S tiers though. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's just S tier, but the worst S tier. Then we have Kendo's Big Fist. I would put it about the same as Tail. It's just a quirk, you know. You can do some stuff with it. It's fun. It brings versatility to the roster. I wouldn't recommend using it per se. There's just better quirks out there that you can spin for. Black Hole's strong. It's good. It just doesn't have that many moves, and it's kind of like you can counter it easily. It's not that great. I'll put it around like Warp Gate level. So there it is, guys. My final list of the Boku no Roblox quirks. F tier, we only got one. I feel like I should have put more in there. I think I got a pretty accurate representation of which quirks are good and not good to use. There's definitely some wiggle room here where I'm like, maybe that quirk should have gone up a bit. Like Electrification might actually be A tier on second thought. Maybe Muscular's quirk too. So yeah, just let me know in the comments down below which ones you agree with, which ones you do not agree with. But this is my tier list of Boku no Roblox. So if you enjoyed, let me know with a like rating down below. Subscribe if you are new to this channel. Check out my shorts and my live channel if you don't want to miss any live streams or short videos. And I will see you hopefully in the next video. See you guys later. Bye-bye.